Alright guys, we're back with a quick video of another chest and tricep focused day at the home gym. And today, instead of flat bench, we're gonna do incline and work the upper chest. And before this video really gets rolling, I have to include that this was this was the third day of what was supposed to be a rest day from our back and bicep day. Uh, but for those of you who've been following, we went about 7 days in between our last sessions, and this time it's been 3 days. So keep that in mind as you see me struggling with some of this weight that normally, um, has been routinely had more reps coming with it, but we actually had a couple of PRs according to the numbers. Incline press was one of them, so you'll see that here in a second. But we're still losing weight today. We were at 190, so about 5 more pounds to hit the goal weight. But we're just warming up here, 135, just getting our nervous system awake. We'll do our failure set with 155. Seemed reasonable. The last flat bench day we had, what did we do? 195, and we were one shy of tying the PR. But spoiler, we do 10 reps here. The last two were very hard to push out. And we give a big push and a scream for everybody out there with interest in ASMR. No spotter here, so had to get it. And we'll actually put icing on the cake with this, including the rest pause portion, about 15 to 20 seconds, back to failure. But as easy as this looks, it's not. So we squeaked out 2 more intense reps. Here's the history on the incline bench press for those of you who care to take a look. But we're going to move on to some weighted dips here in a second. We change the equipment. And the reason I play it fast and don't edit this part out is to show you that I'm not really taking much time for rest. So it's just documentation and proof of what I'm doing. But we did a reverse pyramid on these. We started out with a 45 to failure. And supposedly this was another personal record. And the last one gave me some trouble. And we take some weight off, we go to 20 pounds, and try to do another failure set. And we hold it for a little bit. Just to add to it. It doesn't get any lighter actually when you take the weight off. But here's more documented history on the dips, so you can kind of gauge how my body's reacting to everything if you want to pause it. We'll move on to what we normally do with the tricep push downs on the cable. This is one thing that I've noticed. I guess a lack in strength. The last time we did it was over 10 reps, but today we only got 8, so it might have had something to do with the kink in the routine over the past week or so. But we're trying to get back on the ball. Today wasn't a bad day, but you know, the main reason why I worked out today, I guess I didn't mention that, was because I'm going out of town again this weekend for some more work, and I won't have access to a gym for 5 days, so I'll have to do the same thing and do my next session when I come back on Sunday. But one last documentation of the cable push downs. If you want to check it out, pause it, see what the progress has been like. But the last thing we're going to do is kind of a 2 things in one, but I have a question to ask the audience. If you know this next lift, it's kind of abstract, but I've seen it and I've done it before and it works. I don't do it consistently, but there's a burn. You're pretty much just making a circle with your arms, and you want to squeeze your hands together. Obviously, it's not really, there's no real contraction here. It's just kind of like a dynamic, static hold, I guess. I don't know. But if there's a name for this, please leave it in the comments. I'm curious. I wouldn't know what to call it really. But without putting the weight down, we wanted to get more out of it and do some flies. It's getting hard. We tried to go kind of a weird wide grip, but we're going neutral. Oh wait, that was not the last workout. But anyways, we'll end with this. Some 2-hand tricep extension. Good old-fashioned burnout to feel it. I think it was like 22 reps or something here. I need to get heavier dumbbells and I need to get lighter plates to be more exact in the weight. But thanks for sticking around. We'll see you next time. Take care.